Not all news is bad. This is what you need to know from a hard-working reporter. This is the Good News Network.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Good News Network. This is the one place that you can come to where you can get your news, and it's always going to be good. Good news happens all the time. You just don't get to hear about it, so I'm going to be the one that brings it to you on a day-to-day. Our first bit of good news is coming from the University of Queen's in Belfast. Do you hate getting needles? I kind of hate getting needles. They've come up with a thing called the nanoneedle. The nanoneedle is something which has been described as to be very, very tiny, like a tiny little piece of Velcro. Tiny little piece of Velcro which has tiny little microneedles inside of it. What this does and what this is going to do for everybody is that it's going to be applied to the skin and it's going to feel about as painful as a piece of Velcro. Basically, the pain is almost eliminated. There's no more pain. This can be used to deliver meds, proteins, things that the body needs, and in other ways people that are scared to get needles ever could get. So this is something that's going to help us all out tremendously, especially if you're tired of that little prick that you get inside your arm. Our second bit of good news comes for those who might love Star Wars. There are 460 days left. I know I'm already hearing about the people going on about Christmas, but this is about the ones that are looking forward to Star Wars. Star Wars is coming in 460 days. 460 days. Seems like a long time, but it's in a galaxy not much further away. Our next bit of good news is from researchers that came up with a radio which fits in the middle of the inside of a penny. Basically, this thing is so small that it could literally be implanted inside the cochlear of your ear and you'd be able to receive radio transmissions. You'd be able to hear your radio stations. Researchers say this takes very little power, and if it did have to run on any kind of power, it could run on a AAA battery for over a century. It's quite a long time. This is just a small amount of good news I was able to bring to you today. Now, this is a pilot project. This is just a test. I need to see how well this goes and do some editing, bring it up here. But basically what I'd like to do is try and bring you good news at least twice a week. And you can tune into this one place to come and get it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. If I do this for anybody, I do it for me, and I also do it for you. So thank you to anyone that watches. Good night. Or good morning. Whichever. I don't mind. It could be any time you want it to be. Every day's beer o'clock. Well, done for now.